start the YouTube. So hold on to your butts. It says it's live and it's been live for 5. We hold on to your butts. All right. I hope your butts are being held. I think it's good. I messed up with the bitrate, so the very second we're losing frames, you guys have to tell me, alright? There you go. Oh. Like there's. And then puzzles. Alright. I need to review the ones that I already learned, eh? And that is
Maguriel just followed.
Hey, gracias por el follow. Thank you for the follow. Magurio. The 7th rank donkey. If I remember correctly, this is way to play. So you go here? No, wait. Ah, shoot, I already forgot. Or you go here. It was either or. I think it was here. Yeah? Then donkey goes here. And this is all about bringing the king here. Bringing the king here. And then bringing the king here. I saw your session with Andras. Good luck leveling up. Hey, thank you, man. I need to study like the most serious I've ever studied anything. And this is endgames. I even got myself some and then you put the donkey here. And this is a draw no matter what. Check this out. Oh no, me donkey! Draw. Level up. You are one step closer to mastering this variation. Alright. Well, I like the sound of that. And this one is supposed to also be a draw. You don't have to let this promote. Never, never. So, I think it's the same story, no? Boinks. Doing, doing, doing. Yeah. Here. Here. And this has to happen. What the fudge? Oh, yeah, of course. This is just in time to defend the donkey, and that has to be a draw. Of course. Of course, I won't forget it next time. I am one step closer to mastering this variation. So this is the second time I do it. And I obviously didn't learn it properly. And this one, solo vine a saludar a la boba, la boba bonita. Porque ella es la única que me cae bien aquí. You hear that, Bobasaur? Granny says you're the only one she likes in this chat. And that's really like the only reason she's here. So now she's leaving. So I go here. No, I go here. Don't just put it here. And then this. And then here. I remember. And then this happens. That's made actually. What? Okay. This is the first time I did this. No, this is the second time. Okay. I get it right next time. I swear. This one is about... Oh, I remember this one. This is the worst square a donkey could be in. You see? Because... since it's wide to move, if I go boing, there's not a good square the donkey can go here. Right? King cannot even defend. So I guess taking the donkey would be a mistake. Because there's nothing really preventing you from promoting this pony dude. Yeah. This, I really pay attention to this one. Da-da-da-dum. And this one, white to play. I need the same story, right? You have to avoid putting the donkey here. Him, 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 no. Him. Now wait. That's not even how donkeys move. Guess I could go here, here, here. Yeah, that's it. Dang it! Here? That's the only way to get a draw? Oh, yeah, okay. Boings. And then boings. Okay. What happened if I do it the other way around? Ah, oh, shoot. I've been playing this for many a time. Oh, you guys cannot see it. Let me fix that. Yeah, 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 yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How about, oh, yeah. Here and here. Beautiful. Next one. Black to move, and it's supposed to be a draw because if I go here, yeah, I think here because you have to exactly. And then if I go here, I think here, and then these squares will be not eligible for a monkey. That's an alternative, but it's not the best because well, perhaps yeah, and it's the same story. But I had the right idea, and that's all it counts. That's a winning endgame. And then, oh, I always get this one wrong. This is a win. Yeah, it's an alternative. I bet this is the best. The point is to put the king here. Alternative. Two squares diagonal for the diag is the best for the king. Hey, it's Owen, dude. Owen, dude. This is a draw. So what the hell's... I think, no, wait. If I go here, boings. Boings. No, wait, that's stupid. It's a draw, if I'm not mistaken. No, it's a check. The next move is a check, if I'm not mistaken. Has to be a check. Oh, wait, maybe I know. Boings. I think it was this. And then when this happens, that's the tricky part. You have to put the lady here. Goes here. No. You have to put the lady here. If goes here, that's mate. And if it goes here, you go yum. And then goes here. Finally got it right. Booked up. What does that mean? I don't know. But I have to do it at least a couple hundred more times. It was very nice, eh? Then this one, black to play, and it's supposed to be a draw. And I remember this like, it's like this. This is a draw. White to play. You want to put the donkey here. That's all I know. And then bring the king closer. Dang it! Skip! Okay. Well, yeah, obviously. You have to protect this. Ugh. And then you bring the king closer. 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 Then goes here, I guess. Yeah, goes here. And then goes here. Same story. Same story. Oh no, me donkey. It's his stalemate. So it has to be here. Now that's so obvious. I got it right the first 100 times. It's okay. And then black to play. This is supposed to be a draw. I think, if I'm not mistaken, you have to get rid of this bish. You have to get. No, wait. You first attack the bish, right? Now you cannot, and I repeat, you cannot trade the bishes because you will die. So you have to go. Dang it, it's here. No, it was here, so you can then offer a trade of rooks next move, I guess. Well, you have to attack this, eh? Like this. Then what? Oh, like here? Then you go here. Gotcha. Here, here, here. And then. Ah, shoot, I got it wrong. That's right. And then. Ah, you remember this one. Why to play? You have to offer a trade. No, wait. If you trade Boeings, you're winning, I think. So black won't trade. Um, then I guess you can go here.
Mannerisms _14 just followed.
Hey, thank you for the follow homes. And then I guess you go here. Boink, 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 boink. Yeah, I think this can go here. It's an alternative. What do? Do you get back? Boink, boink. It's an alternative. What is the right move? Everything's an alternative. Here. Why is it better again? Then goes here. Then goes here. And that's it. You will promote. No? Or maybe not. Well, who cares? This one I already got it right. And then. I remember this one. You have to avoid this from ever getting closer. If you go here and then this happens, then you boink, 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 and that's a draw. Because what? Because bishops cannot mate by themselves. They're stupid. So you want to nope, you don't want to do this. You want to avoid this from happening. And that's how you do it. And now, if I remember correctly, you go boink, boink. No, wait. Or you go boink, boink, boink. No, wait. That can be right. What was the right move here? Just go back here. And then this will never happen. If they're not what they're doing. And then... Yeah, bishops are stupid. Oh, this one's tricky. It's the same idea. Yeah, shout out to Owens. He's also a streamer dude.
Ah, shit.
And he's also very strong. Oh, and Ken is also a streamer dude. He hasn't streamed in a couple of decades, but he might stream one day.
Well, just kind of.
He will need followers if that happens. I mean, when that happens. So, I think this is the only reasonable move. Avoids this, avoids this. Or perhaps here. No, here is more reasonable because if this happens, you can capture. Whereas if this happens and this happens and then you capture back, then there's a check. Well, that's the same story, no? I think it's like this. It's an alternative. I think this is the right one. What? So what am I supposed to do? Go here? What? Everything's an alternative? But this is best? I don't remember exactly why. You being the king closer? Closer. Closer, closer, closer. What? Then you do the thing? They want to get the king closer, but you have to defend this as well. 8-7. So you go back here. If the king ever makes it to a7, you're lost.com. I get it now. So that's it. And that was one of the basic openings. Then the next chapter would be... Actually, what would be the... Okay. The base layout will be this. I'll put my face... I'll put my face right here. You look so tiny. Hey, Valentina, ¿cómo estás? ¿Estás de vacaciones? ¿Estás celebrando las fiestas patrias? A los padres de la patria de Chile, Puebón. I'm gonna put it here. All right. Bien y bien. Ah, yo también, yo también. Más o menos. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that was king versus pawn. I already I have to keep studying. Then you have to go queen versus pawn, then rook versus pawn. Rooks versus 2 pawns. Bishop versus all the pawns. All right. It's a Mexican holiday tomorrow. Yes, we're off for the day. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to lay. I'm going to sleep in. And then I'm going to practice some chess. Oh yeah, that's what I'll do. Queen versus pawn. Valentina. Oh wait, where are my manners? Valentina's a really very, very, very good streamer. We celebrate our independence as well. Just the same day as our twin brothers, Chile. Do you know that? Well, almost the same day. So, yep. What about Cinco de Mayo? Cinco de Mayo is not our independence. Cinco de Mayo is the time some squadron in Puebla defeated the French army. However, we lost that war, and at the end we got an emperor installed from Hamburg, and I mean that didn't last long. Eventually, we kicked him out, but he was a chill dude. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, history. Let's see, Queen versus Pan. Can you hear this guy? We got an emperor. Yes.
In this chapter, we're going to examine Queen.
Oh, I need to turn this guy up. Hold up. In this chapter, speak up, man. I'm an old dude. Emperors are stupider than bishops. Yeah, they're even stupider than bishops somehow.
Versus lone pawn scenarios, where the pawn has reached the 7th or the 2nd rank and is 1 square away from promotion.
Dang it. That's the worst place for me to face. Where do I put my face? Here. Here, so it looks like I'm giving the class. Yeah.
De la Villa mentions that these positions often come about via a pawn race, where one side queen's a little bit faster, and the other side is threatening to queen but isn't quite there yet. And the result of the game will hinge upon whether the side with the queen can win this pawn, the remaining pawn that the enemy has, or somehow set up a mating net. And I will say that these positions are usually won for the side with the queen, but there are exceptions that we will, of course, talk about. I will also say that we're going to look at scenarios where the inferior side's king is involved in trying to help the pawn, because if the king is not involved, it's very easy for the queen to scoop up the pawn. So almost always for the inferior side to have a chance, the king needs to be involved and usually pressing right up against the pawn, trying to help it promote. Also, if the pawn is further back and multiple squares away from promotion, it's almost always winning for the side with the queen. There's a couple exceptions when the pawn's on the 3rd or the 6th rank and a weird circumstance actually prevents the queen from getting in the right position, and the pawn can then reach the 7th or the 2nd rank and make a draw. But almost always those positions are lost. So we're mostly going to concern ourselves with this body of theory where the pawn is threatening to promote in 1. So, as I said, these positions are usually a win for the side with the queen, but there is a procedure that you should know and you should commit to memory and you should practice against a training partner or an engine. And you'll get the hang of it pretty quick, but it is a little bit hard to find over the board if you've never played these positions out. And in fact, I would wager most players would not find it if they have no practice in these endings. So white to play in this case, black is looking to promote on g1. White should start with Queen f4 check. And white's winning strategy will be to try to force the enemy king in front of their own pawn, and thereby block its promotion path, and then slowly bring the white king back. In many of these positions, we'll see that the superior side's king is very far away from the action, and for the moment, it's only the queen against the king and the pawn. But if we can force the enemy king in front of the pawn, we can start bringing our king back to help win that pawn or give mate. So queen f4 is a very good starting point. If black were to play king g1, that would play right into our hands. So black should play king e2 here. This is the most tenacious. And even though there's a file separating the king and the pawn, black is still threatening to promote. And now, a lot of players who encounter this ending for the first time, they continue giving checks. So let's say queen e4, king f2, queen f4, king e2, queen g4, king f2. You can even check from different angles. Point is, it's hard to make progress if you do that because they will always be threatening to promote. But the amateur player might feel this impetus to continue giving checks. Thing is, though, so after king e2, you will need a non-checking move to make real progress. And I think of it as a queen move pressed right up against the enemy pawn that's going to compel them to play their king over again to the only square to protect the pawn. And then we can deliver a more or less point-blank check to accomplish this goal of forcing the king in front of the pawn. So now queen f3. Note that black's pawn is going this way and not this way, so they can't take the queen right now. Important to remember the orientation.
Yeah.
If black were to play king e1, we just scoop up the pawn and win. So black must play king g1. And that was all induced because of this queen g3 move, this non-check move, to get as close as possible to the king and the pawn. So queen f3 check, king g1, And now we can start bringing our king back. King g7. Black can play king h2 to try to free himself. And here again, white can make use of a non-check move. Queen f2, pinning the pawn. So you may use this idea as well, a lateral pin. So queen f2, black can't promote. So king h3 or king h1 are the only legal moves. If king h3, white can sneak into the square right in front of the pawn, and this is always going to be a win. We can start bringing our king back, and this pawn will eventually be lost.
Correct.
So king h1 is probably what black should try here. And now white can give a check on h4. Queen h4, thereby forcing the king in front. And this buys us time to play king g6. And you can see it's this gradual process. We're not winning immediately in this ending. But if we repeat the procedure, so king f1 and now queen f4 check, king e2, queen g3, again, the non-check move to get as close as possible here, we're making some nice progress. King g1, queen g5, king h2. And in this case, white is now close enough with the king that they can actually allow black to promote on the next move by playing king h4, allowing a promotion, g1 queen. But now queen h3 is checkmate. Nice mating pattern with the king unable to go to g1. I suppose to somewhat prolong the game, black could make a knight here instead and thereby cover the h3
That's
square, but this will soon be
what
losing.
I was going to ask.
For example, queen f2, king h1, king g3 just closing in, and it'll be mate very soon. I will also say white doesn't have to rely on that resource. If that didn't make them comfortable playing for that checkmate, they could actually repeat this procedure, queen f2, king h1, queen h4 check, king g1, and just get even closer with the king. That would be fine. So, for instance, queen here, we could give a pin, king f2, queen check, king here. At this point, once again, white could play king f3 and let black queen actually and deliver mate on e2, another typical mating pattern. But once more, if white's not comfortable with that, it just takes a few more moves. But queen f3, for instance, king g1, king g3, this is the real low-risk way to do it. Never allowing black to queen, king h1, only move. Queen takes g2 is checkmate. So you should commit this procedure to memory. It's a very common one. It's the baseline winning procedure that we have here in ending 16. And there will be some exceptions based on what pawn the enemy is trying to promote. But commit this to memory, play it out against a training partner, and see if you can nail this technique with the queen.
Dude, I have terrible memory. Terrible. You know what? I think I can put the music back on. I don't think it's too loud. I'm just going to turn it down on my headset. Position 16. I'm going to try it myself. Start learning. Oh, dude, I hate it when they do. Of course, I can repeat what you do, then do the thing. It's the rest of the thing that's gonna get me in trouble. Like, I can repeat what you're doing. Just bring the king closer, then pin on the dude. Then checkity check. Then bring the kings closer. Then checkity check. Then the same procedure. Then checkity check. Then bring the king closer. Then the king even closer. Oh, it shows you what to do. That's kind of lame, no? It only shows you what to do the first time. Then you're supposed to memorize it, right? And here's where you'll be like, okay, that was your turn, Mr. Genius. I won't help you no more, since you're so smart. I remember the first move. And the second move. And the third move. Bring the king closer. And then you check, right? Like this, boink. No, that feels stupid. Boink, boink, that's it. That means the king closer. Oh yeah, you pin. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Now check. Now brings the king closer. Now check. Now the same procedure. Now check. Now bring the king closer. And at this point, you bring the king even closer. That's it. That's move number 16, my dudes. I don't know how much time I'll have to learn the rest of the queen and pawn endgames. Take that king. Hey, goblin dude. I'm learning the chess. You want to join? Eh? Now it's with the strong king, it's an obstacle. Okay? Next chapter. This is Woodpecker? No, this is 100 Endgames You Must Know by Oscar de la Villa. What's his name? Juan de la Villa? Let's call it Goblin de la Villa, for all we care. He's the Goblin. Jesus de la Villa, yes.
All right.
Jesus wrote this. Is this legal? Yeah, I already did the Woodpecker, but I think I could even Woodpecker some more after this. How about that? So now shush it. Now I'm just judging. You don't have to shush it. Yeah.
All right, let's consider some exceptions to the winning procedure we discussed in ending 16. You could imagine this position coming about very easily by a pawn race. If white just promoted on c8, it stands to reason that black has just played pawn from e3 to e2 and is threatening to promote. It's white to move, and this has all the same characteristics as the previous position, with the exception that white cannot deliver a meaningful check here in order to start that procedure where we're eventually forcing the king in front of the pawn. There's no check to be had on really any square that doesn't lose the queen. All these squares would lose the queen if white decided erroneously to check there. So white has no good move to play. And the real problem for white is their king gets in the way. Otherwise, a check on the d file would be absolutely perfect. So if we could teleport this white king to g8 where it was in the previous position, queen d7 check, followed by gradual.
Minecraft!
Yep.
Oh no! Wait, what? Okay, he's about to explain it, right?
Zigzag checks closer to the king is eventually going to.
Oh, hey, Ghosty Fast, how you doing? I'm learning the chess. I'm learning some endgames here. Welcome, Raiders. Ghosty Fast. How's everything? What were you doing? Check him out.
Black Akagi
You're
just
black!
followed.
Get over here, you black
Hey,
monkey!
thank you for the follow, Black Akagi. I need to learn endgames. Well, you're in the right place. I need to learn endgames, and then I need to practice tactics, and then I have to play some rapid with anyone. Could be you, could be Gobs,
History almost
could be
repeated
Valentina.
itself.
I need to play nothing but rapid. Because why? Because next October 9th, I'm gonna be participating in coach champs, and if I lose this, I'm gonna feel like such an idiot.
Followed.
Hey, thank you for following Noah Phillips. Thank you. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to play serious chess here. But it turns out that I don't know squat about chess. You're going to win. Hey, thank you. Thank you. I mean, I'm just really happy about the process. Where those clips? What were those clips? That's Ghosty Fast, man. You were just watching him. You were just at his stream. What do you mean? I bet he doesn't play Minecraft often. Or wait, was that Minecraft? That was not Minecraft. Well, whatever. That's whenever somebody rates, it's just good etiquette to show that person out. You know, be like, hey, thank you for rating, man. I hope your audience have a good time in my channel. And yeah, for instance, my friend Bulbasaur here. Shout out to Bulbasaur. You don't know who she is? Well, you're about to find out. Any minute. Just direct your attention to my screen.
I mouse slipped. Oh, what the hell? I mouse slipped a right.
Oh, she's my best friend. Hey Ninjak, how you doing? Pain, yeah, pain. So yeah, so this position, this whole chapter, most lips, yeah. You have a hate that. Someone enjoy clipping my misery. Yeah, I bet that was Pio. He often does that. Oh, you don't know who Pio is? Okay. Well, shout out to Pio.
Ninjak
Oh, I
underscore
forgot his new
Prime just
name.
followed.
Yulharas Chess? I think it is. Hey, thank you, Deluls. Thank you for the raid. Wait, who's that? Oh yeah. Wait, how come he got the clip before Pio? Okay. I come with ghosts, so I just wanted to say hi. Oh, well, hi.
Win on the board and I
And that's
win
Pio.
on the clock.
He's also
Wow.
he's a chess expert, not like
You
me.
almost
He is
flagged
actually
me.
a really
Wait,
good
wait
chess
a minute.
player.
I am
And he's very funny. Not like me. He's actually a professional comedian from Brazil. So check him out, give him a follow.
Why I cannot castle.
I think this is
Okay,
his.
that's a good reason for me to not castle.
Johannes chess. Is he your brother? No, he's not my brother. He's my uncle. Uncle Pio, I says. I call him. Hey, Uncle Pio, Uncle Pio. Why you not tell no jokes no more? No, I don't think he's a comedian. I was just exaggerating the truth a little. Just to get him a few follows. But you know what? He could really be a professional comedian if he really put his mind into it. No. I have to wait a second. Come on. There you go. That's his link. Check him out. Now back to the chess.
Accomplish this goal. Force the king in front, and white can start bringing the king back. But not so here. All white can really do is make some sort of hopeful move and allow black to promote, and this will be a draw. So one exceptional circumstance is when the stronger side's king actually stands in the way and prevents the queen from setting up the checks and the winning
think
procedure.
not. Oh, it is a draw. Oh man, that was easy to learn. Oh shoot, no. Wait, the point of last lesson is that if the pawn is in the center, I guess, it is a draw. But if it's not in the center, then you learn the maneuver. Okay. And this one, when it's in this corner right here, me decepcionó low key. Pensé que iba a sacar truquitos. Sí, yo también pensé que iba a ser así de no. La gente ignorante, esto es un empate. Y te diré algo. Es un empate. Next question. Can I be honest in a rude way? Yeah. Yeah, okay, you're British. Of course you're gonna be honest in a rude but witty, funny way. So go on, be honest. I probably don't know 90% of this stuff, and I don't think it's worth studying. But it's the 100 endgames you must know. Unless you find it fun. Of course I find it fun. It forces you to think. You know how often I get forced to think? Never. And you know what? Don't you hate, you must know. It says it right there. 100 things you must know. Not you should know. No, you would have known. No, no, no. You must. If you really want to improve your chess, how many points you lose drawing a game that you should have won, or losing a game you could have drawn. Huh? So that's why. What I am Bartolome fails to understand is I lose before endgame. Well, then I guess he should have written 100 middle games that you must know. Relatable, relatable. Yeah. So that was it, right? What is the other one? You know what? There's not gonna be time to see the whole chapter with chat. I'm just gonna take a look at the next one and then we move forward to the woodpecker. All right. Well, I you have a point. Some of these end games are just this is a draw, and then 16 was a draw. 15 was pretty interesting. 17, we'll see about that.
Ending 17 features another exception to the winning procedure, and that is stalemate. So here, with white having a rook pawn, one square away from promotion, if it were black to move, black would be winning easily with queen to h8, blockading the pawn. But it's white to play, so naturally white's going to play king to g8, looking to assist the pawn in promoting. And black can try to implement the winning procedure. Queen d8 check, king g7, queen g5 check, king f7, and now the non-check move to try to get as close as possible to the white pawn and the king, queen h6, king g8 forced, queen g6 check. But here's the rub. When white plays king h8, normally this would all be according to plan for black, and black would be ready to bring their king up, since we forced the king in front of the pawn. But king d2 or any king move results in an immediate stalemate. White has no legal moves. And we saw this in king and pawn against king. Here white is benefiting from the fact that their king cannot go to the right here. Can't go to the I file. If it could, black could repeat the procedure and eventually get the king close enough to win. But it's a draw, and white benefits from being cut off on the side of the board. No amount of maneuvering by black will change anything. So if black realizes this stalemate idea, then they might try to give further checks. But as long as white keeps his head and doesn't go to the corner prematurely, note here, for instance, king h8 is not a forced move. It would be a terrible move because of queen f8 mate. Also, white should not play king g6 because that's going to allow queen f8 and the blockade of the pawn. As long as white doesn't do something egregious like that, they can only step to the corner when black is delivering that point blank check, and black cannot win. So a rook pawn on the 7th rank, one square away from promotion, is drawing, assuming that the king is assisting, if the enemy king is far away from the action. We'll see another position coming up here in a second where the king is close enough, that can change things. But if the king is out of the picture, then white can rely on this stalemate idea and save the game.
So it's also a draw? Okay, you could have just say that. And that is okay. So if you're in the position, oh, you have this. Okay, fine. I can do it. I can do it. Then you go here, and then here, and then it's here, and that's it. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Who? Yeah. Yeah, let's do the woodpecker one with the woodpecking. This one was just it's too easy. Yeah, it's too easy. I want to move on with the pawn end games. It's chapter 12 and the final test. I'm gonna take the final test. Right. Chessable, woodpecker. I already did how many? I already did 20. Oh no, I only did 14. Should I move on with the intermediate exercise? There's 51 intermediate exercise, whereas only. Oh, wait, you guys cannot see. Whereas there's only. Well, there's 223 easy exercises. I think Coach Andra said I go with the easy ones, but I don't know. What happens if I go one intermediate one? Would I die? Or maybe um you know what? We're gonna try a little bit of this. What is this video about?
Hello everyone! It is time to start woodpecking. And for me, it is the first time in a few years.
Get your woodpeckers out, boys. It's time to. Oh, I already see this one.
I have, of course, seen these positions extensively, but now, after a few years, they are not on the top of my mind. So, when solving this exercise, which comes from the easy chapter with 222 exercises, I will remind myself to keep focus, to calculate until the end before reviewing the solution. This is not the puzzle rush, it's the woodpecker method. And leave for the next exercise when I have understood the solution. This is it. Let's get started with the first cycle. Let's woodpeck. I see black to move.
Oh, he's just going to solve them. I think I can do that, but I think the important thing of that is that this is not about let's woodpeck. Yeah, this is not about doing it as fast as you can, as it often is encouraged in chess.com puzzles, but to use your gosh darn head, which I oftentimes don't do. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. How about captures this? No. How much would a woodpecker peck if a woodpecker could peck wood? Oh. Da, 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 da. Well, that's the only capture that kind of makes sense, but there's plenty of piece to capture back. I thought it would make sense because it allows the lady come here. Hey, Planet Al, how you doing? Oh, Planet Al, man. Did you hear the news? I'm going to play the Co-Champs tournament this October 9th. And it's a how do you call it? Well, it's a tournament against 4 other streamers. What is Co-Champs? Oh, my dude. Maybe I should start with that. I think I have a command, but I think it doesn't work. Yeah, it doesn't work. Fudge. Let's see if I have some information here. Dun, 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 dun. No, there's nothing. But be it's news. I should really create a command for that. Here it is. What do you think of the Woodpecker mech to the Inchessable? It's all right. I mean, I think I used to have that book on a printed version. No, it was a PDF, and it was very awkward to study on a PDF because I had it on my phone. And yeah, but on the cool thing about oh yeah, this is my bracket. Let me open this. I will fight to that. It's a book also. It is a book. Against this guy, which is 1200s, and he's being coached by Levi Rossman. Then yours truly, 1400s, being coached by Andres Todd, which we're going to train Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern. Don't miss it. Don't miss in one bit. Then M. Cebu, I don't know this lad. Who is your first opponent? We don't know yet. But wait, it's going to be a really long. Yeah, check out Chess Coach Andres. It's going to be a long day. I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. 7 games. One of them is Frank. I think I know this lad. Emily plays chess. I know this lad. I think. Segalleta. He's from Uruguay or Chile. I don't know, but I didn't know him. He's already 1500s. Then there's Drama Queen, 1500s. And this dude, I think this dude is from Uruguay. Almost 1600s. Yeah. So they're doing a great job. This lady, Drama Queen, 2,400 puzzles. 24,000. That's a lot of puzzles. I never had so many puzzles. Where's my command thing? Don't worry, I will. Stream element. Streamlabs. Cloudbot. It's supposed to be activated, but I don't know why it's not. Oh, dang it. Maybe if I deactivate it and then activate it again. Oh, why is it not active on Twitch? What? Nope. Oh, now it works. Isn't that cool? Yeah. So it's going to be 7 games back to back. And I'm right in the middle, right? Yeah. So that's it. So where was I? Oh, yeah. And I'm going to put this here. Shoot. Drama King just hasn't played much Rabbit, but she's too. No, shoot. I think she will be very dangerous. Yeah, I'm already scared. What? But anyways, I was thinking this. Then I'm not sure if this works. I will win what? A pony? The king will go here and probably move here, but... Here would be mistake. No, it wouldn't. Well, no, because I could check with the lady. Yeah, that will be very dangerous. But yeah, that's what I have to train my best, man. Even when I'm not streaming. I mean, I try to make all the streams about learning stuff. But of course, the most important, the days where I'm going to learn the most is going to be the days where I'm not streaming. Because I will be actually studying and playing randoms. And on stream, I will probably play some randoms every now and then. But yeah, I was thinking rook takes d3, but it's not super confident on it. Yeah, let's go after that. the forcing move would be this. And then what? Oh, and then you have this, no? And that's it. Hey Ishka, how you doing? Well, that actually looks super strong. What can the lady go? Go here? Huh? Tough luck. Yeah, I would try this. I mean, this it leads to nothing. And I'm going to prove it. The princess always says, like, yeah, don't just trust it leads to nothing. Prove it to yourself. Like here, here, or here. And then you go here. And then whatever happens, there's not a follow-up, really. If it captures with the rook, this is not a thing. Even if no. I mean, yeah, it's not a thing. That's why you should practice some rapid with Ishka. It's good practice. All right. Yeah, let's practice some rapid, man. If you're up for it, that is. So that's what I'm going to do. I was actually right. But this is the thing. So I guess I would just capture boings. Because, well... No, just capture. And if this happens... No, this is not going to happen. This is going to happen. But if that happens... Punky is trying to beat them all. Might be a good idea to calculate the line before moving. Right, of course. Yes. If I go here, the lady will capture. So I think it's going to be another rook move. If you go here and boings, and boings, and boings, how about... yeah, capturing here blunders the rook. So going here, and boings. I don't really see it, man. This doesn't look right. But what else do you do with the rook? What else do you do with the rook? How about you double them rooks, eh? I don't know if it's have you thought about bringing the other rook? Oh, yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking on. Exactly. Then what they do? What do they do? I think it's GG's after that. And look how much time they give you. This is like 10 minutes. It's a green bar. Would you like it better if I put this layout? Would that be better if I put that layout? No, that's so stupid. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That's it. That was it. It was just perfect. But here's the thing. It took me 11 minutes. There's no rush. Sometimes you just go with the move that feels right, and you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to know for sure. So that was the first one. How about This one you solved it. All right. Oh wait, isn't this the good old boings boings boings? I think it is. No, it's not really that complicated. I mean, there's nothing more forcing than this. What's he gonna do? Go here? Huh. Well, that's wrong. Because you can go many a place. You could go here, then boings. This is it. Okay. Yeah, that was not too complicated. And it took me what? 58 seconds. Come on. Come on. But the thing about the woodpecker method is that you have to set up a time period. I set 2 weeks. Maybe I should have doing. Maybe I should have done it. I should have made it sooner. No, 2 weeks, and then after those 2 weeks, you have to go over all the puzzles that you solved and solve them in half the time. 1 week, and you're supposed to not be required to calculate as much as you did. 2 years, fuck, 2 years, and then 1 year, and then you'll do the same amount in half a week, 2 days and a half, and then 1 day, and that's it. And that is scientifically proven to like get them tattooed into your brain, right? So that's what's it. That's what's up. Oh, this one has to be easy. ¿Cómo estás, Marco? Ya estás bien pedo de seguro, ¿eh? Check out Marcoy. He's also a streamer from Mexico, and he's also a very good singer. So check him out.
Bienvenido, el gran ajedrez con fluidez.
Bravo.
Primer lugar, mírame, mírame, mírame. Ahí están, Chesmadro.
Yep. So where was I? Well, I would like to move the donkey out of the way. And then put the lady here. And then whatever happens, I go boinks. Right? So I think in order for me to do that, I have to figure out a good monkey move. Like this, for instance. Because what other option do you have? Put the lady here. Let's say him. This would be a mistake, so I'll paint it red. So has to go here. And then you go here. When goes here? What about knight takes g5 instead? I'll get to that, Mr. Gobbs. I'll get to that. Don't worry. Be patient. Trust the process. Then lady goes here and goes back here. Right? But if that happens, I go here or something. I mean, if you capture on g5, boings, 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 boings. Isn't it like the same story? Oh, and you can just push this, eh? Yeah, because this doesn't really work because of many a piece to defend. Well, what can I say? Delightfully devilish. But it's a donkey move. Of that I'm certain. Boing, boing, boinks. I'll just do the whole thing, man. You could go 95 and you could play 95 and it could defend at 7, so you would have to take. Yeah, but this one is just more straight into the thing, right? Straightforward, as you would say. So we have done 3 puzzles in 15 minutes. So these ones, you see, you go here, boings, and then you go here. Right? And then what does that do? But I don't really do nothing, I think. How about here? You would win a pawn. I'm thinking about something else. Check this out. Here. Shoo, monkey, shoo. Where did the donkey go? Irrelevant. Right? Donkey might go here for all we care. Eh? Knight b8 defends the bishop. Knight b8 do defends the bishop. But then we push the pawn even further. And then this has to happen. You following my dudes? And then we attack with the monkey. Here. Here? No, that's so stupid. And then I was thinking maybe putting the lady here. No, wait. Boinks. Boinks. Then it's here, 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 here. 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 No, that's so stupid. Okay, here, here, and here wins a pawn. And we'll put the king here. Then what do you do? No, you put the oh shit, no. I thought moving this pawn would be the only way of moving the, putting the lady into the action, if you will. So that's what I thought this would be a good move. Boinks. 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 Here. Dude, I think that's it. I know you lose the thing. You lose the donkey. And then what do you do? So for that very reason, no, stupid. I will be honest, I would snap and play knight takes a7. But you are right to check on d4. Of course. d5. Yeah, of course, d5. This has to be a thing at some point. And I'm not sure when. Whenever this kind of situation with the princess, more often than not, It's because I have the right idea, but I don't have the right move order. Does that ever happen to you? So with that in mind, boinks, boinks. Here. No, wait, you need this square for the lady. Boinks, boinks, boinks. And if this happens, you capture back with the bish. What I seem to blunder most is a good idea. If not, my opponent will have a check. Well, I don't see no checks. Wait, no, boinks. Boinks, and if you keep boinging, the lady can go here. Oh, that's what I don't like this already. Because this will have to happen. And this will have to happen. And then I have to put the donkey back out. Yeah, that's it. Boink. Don't let the woodpecker steal the donkey. Don't let the woodpecker steal the donkey. Yeah, the donkey comes back out when the bishop is here. When you play d5 and then b takes b5. Boinks, boinks. Bishop takes b5. Wait, what? Yeah, this happens. Well, you capture back with the thing. And you're fine, no? If anything, you're better. Ah, you know what? Screw this. This is it. We're running low on time. I know this is not Puzzle Rush. They take your knight. You take your knight. That's why this has to be a knight move. And then you go here. Right? When they go here, you go here. No, duh. What am I thinking? This happens like this happened here. And if this happens, this is going to happen. Okay. Now this is a move, and then this is the move. Then this shall be the move. This is the move. Then this is the move. Then this shall be the move. And then this shall be the move. Yeah, I love this song, man. Hey, this is Chess Time Machine. How you doing, Holmes? I'm getting ready for the Coach Amps thingy. Welcome, Raiders. How you doing? Hey, thank you for the follow.
So they're like a, you know,
Matt Thislegent Tartat
maybe
just
1,000
followed.
Whom? Ah, shit! We ran out of time, and it was knight takes a7. Pardon the French. Uh-huh. This has to be at the top of everything. No, this has to be here. That's it. It was it. Okay. No, not the move quiz. Wins an important pawn after. Oh, can I continue? This was the first thing that I calculated. Uh-huh. And then this. That's it? Winning a pawn? It still doesn't work. That was the point of the puzzle, winning a pawn. I was overthinking it. Took me 10 minutes. Just take the pawn. This happens, I don't know, you come back or something. Ah. A lot of Woodpecker easy puzzles are just winning a pawn. Just no winning a pawn is good enough for some of these puzzles. Thank you for saying that. Do you reckon we should move on to the intermediate? Or what's the name of the next one? I'm not sure if that will trigger another set of let's see. Chapters. Take the pawn, leave the cannoli. Leave the cannoli. The next one is intermediate, and it's only 51 puzzles. You know what, my dudes? I say we move on to the intermediate exercise. At least 1.5 chapter. There's only 51 of them, and I can do 51 of them in a single week. Certainly. Let's see. Wood? Yeah. Hey, it's JDC. How you doing, young lady? Let me pause this. How's your training going? Good? Follow JDC. This is also playing chess. And I think you were the first pick, right? By your coach. I just finished studying spawn structures, and then you go on a very good game. Well. I just had my first coaching session with first pick in your category. I was second to last. But it's okay. And I had my first session yesterday with Coach Andres, and he was like, you have to, it was great. I can tell the dude has like a lot of experience coaching people from all levels. Like he knows how I'm thinking and why it's wrong. And he was really good at explaining why it's wrong, you know? And we mostly went through openings, which is, I hate openings, man. It's a lot of memorization and understanding, and I ran his own. No, it's very difficult. But yeah, it was very interesting. So my homework is to do as much as I can on the Woodpecker method. Did you already spend your voucher for Chessable? I already did. I burnt it. I feel like the understanding of their thought process helps so much. Certainly. Okay, how about checkity, boings, checkity, boings, wins the lady. Am I right or am I right? I haven't yet. I'm not too sure what to use it on. What do you suggest? I don't know. I would ask your coach, but and you know what? I'm going to show you. I purchased the Woodpecker method. You know, it's like puzzles, but with a system when it's supposed to improve your calculation skills. I bought this introduction to chess calculation, which is very good, but at the same time, I think the first couple of chapters might be written for beginners. And I bought this improve your chess calculation, which I haven't started yet, but I will start it tomorrow because I have the day off tomorrow. So, so yeah, but I don't know. There's a bunch of them. I would ask your coach. Yeah, this is what I'll do. Boinks, boinks, and then sack the thing. This would be mistake because you will boink. No, wait. Let me go over this again. Boink, boink, boink. Yeah, this will be a mistake. So have to capture with the lady, and if that happens, you go boink, and you will be up a lady, a rook, and a donkey against two rooks and a bish, which is okay. So let's do this. Here. Ah, shoot, that was not. You will have a rook. Yeah, we'll have a rook. This is wrong, so I have to take care of this. Boings has to capture with the lady, and I will just win the lady because this is spin. Will you have a rook? Of course I will have a rook. I'll capture this. F it. And that's it. Alright, I solved this on my own. I'm so smart. 4 minutes. Yeah, let's go with the intermediate. What are we now? Babies? So, wouldn't you have to sack it for the bish? But I would have a one. I would have one rook left, no? Against two rooks and a donkey. Yeah, I was winning. So here again with the thacking. After you pin it. Yeah. And then here. No, wait, there's this. How about boinks, boinks? No, that's so stupid. Oh, I know. I know. Here, if captures with the king, though. I guess I could check with the other rook. It has to be a check. Oh, no, wait. Oh, but I wanted to play the intermediate puzzles. Okay, there's no rush. Can't see anything else but sacking the rook. Honestly. But if I sack, he's gonna capture with the king. And then I guess I'll go here. And then he'll go here. And then how about... No, wait. I move the bish, I die. And if I go here, captures with any move, that'll be wrong. Huh. What else can I do? Go here? Stupid. Attacks the lady. Boinks. Stupid. Because the easiest thing was sack the rook and it captures with the rank. I'll discover attack and attacks the lady, right? If covers, I could even capture the lady, and that's another check, right? But I was thinking then he could capture back with the king. And if that happens, then I will be in deep trouble. Because if I go here and sack yet another rook and capture back, any checks after that? Well, yeah. This, and then king goes here. And then I'm not certain what to do. Perhaps I don't know. Should be easier. What about queen e4 check it? Okay, him. And then goes him. Oh, and then I could go here and kill his ass. Kill it! Kill it to death! Yeah. But I was certain of one thing. I was certain this was the first move. So that's what I'll do. Yeah. And then let's stick to the plan and keep checking. Checking. And that's it. Okay. This one, I had to use the Goblin's Frame for this one, but I will get it next time. Certain. So this one, what if you capture the thing, and then when this happens, you go here? You just need to check all the checks. Yeah, the checks. How about I go here? No, how about I go here? Oh my god, I love this song. A queen check made sense because your queen was a bit out of the game on the edge. Yeah, that's right. It made sense. And here, well, I don't see no checks. So, how about I push the pawn? Check this out. Here, has to capture. And then I goes here. You see where I'm going with this. Attacks the donkey, which is already been attacked once by the rookie boy. And it's also threatening this, which is devastating for white. That's what I like it. If he goes here and he ignores it, I could push it even further, I guess. I don't know, man. It is what I will do. Pushing a pawn is always scary. What else can you do? I don't think it's the right time to capture the donkey here. It's just not the right time. If you go here, for instance, instead of just pushing the pawn, where do the donkey go? Donkey goes here, donkey goes here, donkey goes... Wait, if donkey goes here, attacks the bishop, which is bad. I don't know. That's why I don't like it. Okay, when the timer gets to the half, I don't know. So far, I liking this more than anything. And then go here. Then this might happen, but then I have here. I don't know. He doesn't really win anything. Any ideas for Rook of Fate? Any ideas for this rookie boy? Well, if I put it here, there might be this, or I don't know, man. I don't think it does anything. If I put it on the open file, though, and then perhaps double the Rook Bros, that would be devastating. Because the only good move for white would be going here, but it's covered by the bish. Combined with E3, maybe. Goblin dude, what are you implying? Him? Him? My idea behind playing this is that if they capture, I could go here, attack the donkey, and donkey will have to move, and I'll go here, right? E3 might open up your rooks and both attack on G2, maybe. Yeah, of course. So I don't know which would be best to play. I think I could play this. If they ignore and push it, or even worse, they put the rook here, then I'll put the rook here, and then I keep pushing, pushing, pushing. So I think I'm pretty convinced that's the move. Pretty much. There's many an idea after that. Then what? Dun 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 dun. Love this song. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna push this. Oh, it was it. So stick to the plan. Stick to the plan, yo. I knew this was going to happen. So that's why you have to here or here. Oh, you have a fresh set of a fresh timer after each move. That's amazing. I would be rushing after that. So you go here by chance, but or how about you go here? No, that's kind of stupid, no? Okay, or maybe it's not so stupid. Let's say you go here. You obviously threatening this. Cannot move here, so we'll have to move here and it goes here. If you go here, you'll have to go something like, I don't know, here. And then you go here, boing, boing. Isn't super reasonable to go here? What is the defense? Actually, just go here. Here. And they have to do something because even if they don't capture, you capture, and that's a discover attack. So, yep. Is knight AA or knight a problem? If right after him and knight goes here, you can just go here. Right? So it's not a problem if you think about it. So that's why I don't think Du-du-du-du-du-du-dum. What's the other alternative, really? Push the thing? This will happen and then you're lost. Lost! Unless you go something like this and this, right? If you go here, boinks, here, here. I don't know, man. Rook g6, g4, f takes 95. That wouldn't stop this, right? It can't. It can be stopped. That's my opinion, Mr. Gobbs. Dun, 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 dun. I can't. I disconnected the chat. Did I do that on purpose? Oh no, it's right here. Okay. Yeah, I don't think this will be a problem, Gobs. Okay, or maybe him. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. If that's a problem. Yeah, I think I got the timing wrong. Da-dun, da-dun. So I guess yeah, the other thing is going here. And if this happens, goes here, and if this happens, here that happens. Yeah, you have to push it. I think I'm convinced. Incorrect. Okay. Okay, I'll get it right next time. But I was right. Can you like analysis board? Oh, you can analysis board. That's amazing. Analysis board. And then what happens if it goes here, here, and then what happens if here? You could set the rook. I don't know. Well, computer wants to just capture. What happens if you go here? It's bad. I guess it's because you have a check it. And that's it. Right? King h1? What if it goes here? Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. It's made in two? Ah, it's a double check, yo. Double check. So has to go somewhere, anywhere. He's gonna die. He's gonna die. Poor king. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, it was my mistake because I didn't see all that and I was supposed to see it. Oh, all right. I will practice for a couple more minutes and then I will play one or maybe two rapid games and then I'll call it a day. But first I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom. Well, I ask you to see. But yeah, but you didn't ask it, firmly enough. So if you think of it, it was your fault, Goblin. Do better. Okay, I'll be right back. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Just one more. Dun, dun, dun. Oh my god, I love this song. This one. This one has to be easier. You go boing, but no, wait. What if you go boing? No, wait. What if you go boing, boing? What if you just check the here? Ah, you have to check, and then this happens, and then you check again. That would be one rook for a lady. You have to win the lady. That's really it. That's what I think. Is there any difference which rook you check with first? Well, I don't know. Stay tuned. Find out. I really don't think so. That's the first thing that came out in my mind. There's no time to capture this. There's no time to anything that is not a check because you're gonna lose the lady. How about this note about queen takes b2 is not good? No, Goblin. How is this gonna be a good move? No, of course it ain't. What? Donkey comes out then. Well, you win a donkey, I guess. But how about you have to? Okay, let's go. If you go here, I guess the donkey comes out, and you win a monkey, right? What is puzzling me about this idea is that you have two rooks to choose from, and I'm not even certain that it works. Knight d2. Oh, there's also yeah, knight b2, and then you don't win nothing. Really, you win nothing. So you really win nothing but the point. Whereas this, this, the lady's pinned. Monkey's pinned to the lady, and even if boings, I don't think this is delightfully devilish, if you will. But why do I get to choose between two rooks? That's what. Sending a fax to devil. Sending a fax to devil. Wait, I cannot read this. Wait. Da, 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 da. I need to. Ocelot? Are you new here? I don't think I've seen your name around. What's your story? Do you like chess? There you go. And how about it's just about capturing the lady? Well, no, I have to finish. Here, here, here. What's the difference between here? I really don't see no difference. I think it's this just this wins a lady. The other alternative is to capture this. Boings. Wait. I was thinking of something else. If here and here. No, no, no. No, wait. Here. No, no. No, I'm very puzzled. This is stupid. How about okay, here, here, here. No, that's so stupid. What if boings, boings? No. Boy, oh boy. It's about checking here. Just which rook. This doesn't make no sense. I think talking to the lady, taking the lady would be a good for queen. Queen takes queen. Wait, this guy's onto something. And then bishop takes knight. And then c5. The c5 bishop is just hanging. That's a whole other idea, man. That's looking at the thing completely different that I was looking at it. It just doesn't lose the initiative. Boinks, 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 boinks wins the thing. You cannot just capture it because you lose the lady. right? Anything queen takes e1. Okay, I think you guys are talking about the same thing. King takes e1. Bishop takes with the rook check. Not gonna lie, I think this stranger. There's a mate somehow. Ah, shoot, is there a mate? Okay, let's take a look at Gobs. Gobs says queen takes e1. Wait, you mean d1? Right? Then the g files opens for the rook. It opens for the rook. Boinks, boinks. Oh, I don't want to lose the Gobs. Bishop c6. Wait, wait. Bishop takes c6. Nah, man. Boinks, boinks. Captchas. But there's no check, right? And there's a mate somehow. Nah, man. The pawn moves. Okay, I think... No, wait. I think this is the first move. I'm running out of time. Incorrect! Ah! 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 Okay. Why this rook, though? Nah, that's alright. That was just as puzzle as anyone. I never see this. Well, you keep attacking, I reckon. No, wait. Oh, just go here, duh. The puzzle that never ends. Never ends. Goes here, I guess. It's GG's. What's he gonna do? Really? What's he gonna do? Yeah? Oh, goes here. No, wait. What's he gonna do, really? Incorrect? Because there's this, I guess. No, wait. I want the analysis board. I'm puzzled. So this position. The initial position. It don't let me. Okay. I have to go back my own. Dude. Maybe if I go back to it's not good when you're confused by the answer, right? I have to understand it. Zone the zone, auto next stuff. How do I exit move trainer? I don't know. No, if my progress will be lost, I don't want to. Woodpecker method. Intermediate. I only done 3 intermediates. It was this? No. Oh shit. It was this. Yes, it was this. So, okay, I'm going to change the here so you guys can read. It says rook d8 check, and then rook h e8 comes to the same thing. He was just messing with us. Rook takes. I mean, bishop takes. Boings. Queen f2. King f2. Then you have to check like this. Or, and then there's alternatives. Or bishop c5. g3. I would never seen this. It's a winning attack against a stranded king over 3. King f1. Doings. Doings and doings. Can I do the analysis thing? This is above my level. This is above anyone's level. What is this I can do? Okay, I'm gonna here and then here. This is above my level. This is above planets all level. Okay. Here's what I wanted to get to. This is not the initial position. This is the initial position. There you go. Mating 8. Come on. I was going to... Here is the same thing. And here is the same thing. That's where I stopped. This is how I lost 4 minutes on the clock. But I was pretty certain that this was the idea. But anyways, boinks, boinks, boinks. I thought, well, the computer move is this, right? And then obviously taking the lady is wrong here. And then king f1, aye? And then I thought this would be great. But it's wrong because queen d2. Queen d2 solves it? Queen d2 of course solves it. Ay, ay, ay. Of course it solves it. And I'm just down. Donor rook. Right, okay. I see why my idea was wrong. So the idea... So what happens after you capture the knight? Well, let's take a look at that. You captured the donkey. And if captures with the lady, he dies. So has to capture with the pony dude. Pony dude. Hey, Nico dude. Ah, Nico dude. Where you been, man? Sleeping? I'm here frying my brain. And then, of course, this idea don't work. So the idea is to rook h. No, bishop c5 now works. Bishop c5 now works. Because if this happens... No, wait. What happens in queen d1? Oh, you just... no, wait. What happens? Oh, you can go here. That's mating 1 no matter what. Yeah. Police Capybara Jr. dude. Yeah. So I've been solving the most difficult puzzles I ever solved in the history of 4Fs. I wouldn't see that. No, I wouldn't. But I think we would have if we weren't so stupid. No, if we weren't so tired. Yeah. So paso. Hey, thank you for
Silk
the
Paso
follow.
just followed.
All right. It's been 2 hours and a half of studying endings and puzzles, Holmes. So I think I should play. Is anyone up for a rapid, man? Some rapid? Oh, hi already. So here, captures, boings, boings, and that's it. I will get it right the next time. Mayoshi Tanaka, 7 goblins. Okay. Good studies. Oh, thank you, Boba Fett. Dun, 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 dun. 7 goblins. Gosh, nabbits. Oi. Can't play the current song because why? Wait, that's not the song. I'm gonna have to search for it on YouTube, I guess. It's on Spotify, really? Wait, it's not available, man. Is it a region thing? This might be a region thing. It can't play the song. Look. Not available, man. Denied. Okay, don't worry, man. You're gonna have a good duh, duh, duh. I mean, you already redeemed the points. Seven goblins. There you go. Oh, funky, huh? All right. Okay. Well, I should be playing Rapids. So Rapids I shall play. A random person from the pool, perhaps? Or maybe I'm too fried for that. Here he goes, says Boba Fett. It's alright if I lose. It's just because I'm tired. Just because I'm an idiot. Or is it? He's telling a story. Da-da-da. Play it safe. You're solid. Maybe we should play a few games where I play into Scotch Gambit so we can practice that. Imagine if it happens just like a movie and just at the very decisive game in the tournament, I get into that line that you taught me. And then I win the game because I trapped my opponent into the line and I made his ass. That would be amazeballs, no? Ba-bam-bam, ba-bam-bam. I really want to avoid any piece here, so I'm gonna play this. And you know what song I'm gonna play after that? Just when the tournament is over, gonna play this. Oh no, my Spotify is dead. There you go. I get my donkeys getting attacked, but I'm not sure if there's time for this. Or should I just trade it off? Trade it off. Perhaps I should trade it off. If I capture back with the late doom. Well, he just put the thing here. I don't know, it don't look too bad. Then how about I put this here? And then one of them rooks over here. And of course that happens, yes. Now then he's gonna push it, boing, boinks, boinks. There might be time for this. It's gonna attack me, lady. That's what's up. Should I go here? Should I go here? Should I go here? I think I go with here. And then there's this little nice square for the lady. How about what's the point of that? Pushing here? Here? He's gonna put the thing here. Well, I put the thing here. Of course. How about him? Him wins the game. Because if I go here, goes here, I might have here. No, put it here or something. Yeah, fuck it. No, wait, this would be also under attack. But there might be, I don't know. Could put it back here. Could put it back here. All right. Ah, crap. Didn't see that. Didn't see that. Well, I was new that I put this here for something. There's no point putting the lady anywhere else, I reckon. Oh, I cut it out. What's the hurry? Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Oh no, now I feel like I'm playing too slow. But I'm certain that this would be a good game to go through with the Andras already. You think? Oh yeah, fudge. I blundered a thing. Now where do I put it? There's no way but here, I reckon. Go on, capture me, donkey. Don't be shy. Du, 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 du. What if I go here? Doings. How about I go here? Boing, boing, boing. Here, here. Oh, come on. Then here, perhaps. Okay, fuck it. Should I be like, fuck it? No, no, no. It's difficult to keep yourself like thinking, you know. Well, this wins a tempo, if anything. How about I go here? No, that's stupid. That doesn't work no more. How about oh yo yo, running out of ideas really. And I'm doing a poon. If I could just hear, fuck, 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 dum. Dun. Oh no, I'm running out of time. Dun. Of course. Doing. Now what's the point of that? Go here? Oh no, he's gonna go here. How about boinks? Boinks, boinks. No, that's bad. Ah, shit. Keep running. Ah, I'm too freaking slow. If I go here, I think I could. And if it goes here, it's completely safe. Oh no, I still have this. But I don't have this. Ah, come on. Just think, man. What can you think? I wish I had more thinking power. Use some thinking power. Put the tank. Oh, it's not really pinned. It's not really pinned. Just get to the field. Boing, boing, boing. Catch. It's not really pinned. Now this happens. Oh, well, I guess I go here. What? Shoot. Ah, shoot. Come on. Any reason not to take the knight? Wait, when it was here? Wait, what? Ah, shit, wait. What I don't know, man. When I have 15 seconds, it gets difficult to think of what to think. Dang it. Oh no, dude, why do I have. Oh. Sure. Well, no matter what I do. Well, I guess I could go here. Ugh. 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 It didn't feel like a. At least you used your time. Well, yeah, I got 10 minutes. I'm going to use those whole 10 minutes. Did I really miss the donkey? Ah, fuck, I did. Ah, crap, I did. Shit. You know what I have to? I'm gonna have to mute the alert that sounds after you're around in a minute. That alert makes you play worse. I had a really slight advantage before that alert went off. I had this. I could have, yeah. Holding enough minus a point. I mean, I do that kind of stuff sometimes. Hard to explain, isn't it? It is. I was thinking of this too, but then what? Oh yeah, and capture a pony. Yeah, now it makes sense. When you played H3. When did I play H3? Yeah. Oh, I should have stick to the plan and go here. Really? Especially against the board because yeah, that was the purpose of that. And I really didn't want A4 seems more reasonable. Why? One of the best move, it says. And that's all it says because they're getting a lot of initiative. Hmm. Hmm. Now they have the square, no? Down queen side. Your pieces all end up feeling a little awkward. Well, that is true. Capture the donkey was not okay. Now it wants a4. Check it out. And captures back with the lady, but before, after after a4, that's what the computer wants. I mean, this is still very, very equal. I was just thinking about developing my pieces right here. I'm back, says Kurok. Hey, Kurok, how you doing? Good, good. So, yeah. But all right. Yeah, look at the time. It's getting very late. Yeah, maybe Dark Bishop should have been on an F4, as Angel says. Yeah, that was my plan at some point. And then if things got ugly, I don't know, I could have just gone here. Well, if this happened, I could put the bishop here, and that would have been nice, no? Did I eventually do that? I think I traded off. Oh, why did I do that? I did eventually put it here. Oh yeah, because I was thinking this would be a good idea. And then that was very awkward. That was the best. Boing, boing, boing. Oh, that was okay. Oh, this would have been awesome. Ugh. Hate missing this, man. Dun, dun, dun. Anyways, the more sleepy I am, the slower I get. So yeah, let's rate somebody. No, what do you think? What do you think? Is anyone even playing the chess? Oh, we rated this lady. I think I don't want to rate strangers today. Oh, this lady is in my city. Well, is she having a good time? Oh, she's already inside somewhere. Okay. Well, let's rate Faye. I mean, we all know her. Do you recognize her? I think she's I don't know. I saw one of her videos. She was cooking something, and she actually speaks really good Spanish. So yeah. Okay, let's read Faye, effort. And yeah, thank you very much, my dudes, for hanging out. I will see you this Wednesday. And yeah, have a good one.